Hey, good evening, everyone. It's a beautiful evening here in Vancouver. Uh, we got the sky mostly clear, a few clouds, and see several ships around, which is great. Uh, Around 3:02 p.m. in the afternoon on December the 12th, Pacific Standard Time, we did have our shift. It did occur. And with that shift, what occurred also, it made conditions now more ripe for more magic. And in that respect, what has happened since that time is, let's say, I began speaking to fairies, which was cool. and But it's very interesting what's happening. Uh, just in the last 2 days since then, I have come across three fairies at two at locations I was at, and another one with a lady I was speaking with on the phone earlier tonight, and that was kind of comical. So, for me, in this physical vessel here, and in this lifetime, that was let's say the first time that I've had such a great connection to the fairies in line of having a discussion, and also, just still seeing them out of my peripheral vision, but enough to identify them. So it's very cool, and I know some of you do actually see them, which is great as well. And so we're entering the magical times, and I'm very pleased to see that part of my gift being upgraded so that I can speak directly with the fairies as well. So it was kind of funny, but the one last night when I spoke with her, she kind of had an attitude. I I didn't expect that, an attitude in a good way, but it was comical. What I'm preliminarily given on this, because this is developing, is that uh, they are connected to your crystals as well. So I suggest for any of you uh, to, let's say, put a couple of your most prominent crystals or the ones that had come to you, um, let's say, under unusual circumstance or profound circumstances, those crystals, your ones, and put your dresser somewhere, like just out of the sunlight, that they're not in direct sunlight. And I suggest just leave them there for a while, for maybe a week or so. I'm not given any direct divine information on it, other than, let's say, the time may be ripe to put them just out, and let's see if anything occurs with them. Uh, so I'm given that in the least. And with this, we have no expectations. And what I do is I don't speculate. We can create things, because we can manifest, but to assure, we wish to, not speculate on what may happen, what may occur. But I strongly suggest put your crystals out, keep an eye on them. Any of you that are not in touch with the elementals, specifically the fairy world, I suggest to start testing more of your abilities to connect with them, because it seems like it is heightened now, at least here, what I am feeling, and perhaps also another one I've been in contact with. So let's cool on the fairy subject. Dragon, dragon energy. Uh, that's still coming up. We still have ripple effects with the dragons being more the dragon energy, the overall big mama one, is being integrated in through the collective, access, by many more to that. Some of you, were connected to dragons before, and that has been enhanced your connections, but also more that are awakening are now, realizing and being informed and introduced to the dragon energies as well. So very good with the dragon energy, and also there's some very cool things happening. Some baby dragon hatchings by ones that are familiar with this and what occurs with um, the positioning of energies and assignments of dragon energies. So we are creating magic with this, but it is indeed very, very real. I can tell you that. I perhaps cannot give you any confirmation that it's real. You receive your own, and that's how this works, and if it resonates. But for the most part, there's many of us that realize that the dragon energy is here of the good sorts, and it's being enhanced, and also new dragons being created to be assigned to individuals, which is very great as well. And I sure hope that some of these individuals are children, and I suspect they will be, which would be very beautiful. Okay, let me say ships again. So we had a few days ago, we put up a few clips by, some of you had pictures, some had videos, the ships. It's becoming more prominent, not as rare, and this will continue. More and more of you will have experiences with them. This will rapidly, exponentially be occurring. Many more will be seeing it as we go forward, and as you get stronger and connecting with ships of, let's say, ships of different perspectives as well. We see the, orbs and macabas and these sort of things are projections as well that are linked to the ships. Yeah. Hey, Jen, Helene, Leah, Eva. Oh, good morning, Eva. It's morning where you're at. And Angel Divine. Yeah, we need to speak someday. However, getting back on topic here. So the ships, that continues on, and yeah, you can expect more of them. I usually say have no expectations, but it's been confirmed with this. It's going to continue to grow, so we can expect that. And the fairies, you can expect that. I know that. That is not speculation of any sorts. So now we have a lot of magic occurring, which is delightfully distracting, but nevertheless, we do, for those that it resonates with, we still have our divine purposes here to continue on assisting others and doing whatever divine tasks, that you do and that each one of us does. So, having said that, although I love it a lot myself, we cannot be selfishly indulgent with the magic. We'll let that just keep coming, if you will, and perhaps, keep I know I do, keep my eye on my divine work here, and you as well. So I am seeing my feeds are the last several days since the 12th for my purposes in my gauging of overseeing the main things the prominent things at this time, which are the big game changers upon the surface, is I'm very appreciative of, let's say, more waking up in France, UK, I believe it's Israel or Iran, wherever, the yellow vest protest thing. We don't support violence or none of that, but the way I look at it is that it's very good because it's showing more of the awakening, and it's showing more of people not giving their consent away, which is so important. And so that, they're not suppressed in the future and engulfed in the slavery that was there. So very pertinent to see those, but right around the globe there are protests constantly occurring, and the protests are growing because, again, it's indicative of the awakening, and it has to occur. I suggest do not support any negative themes with any protests, but support the good themes and the good ways, knowing that it is that it is light that is doing this, and that is going to change, is going to be created from it, and again, it's all divinely assured, and let's say it's divinely governed as well, what occurs, so nothing doesn't get too much out of hand, but it is needed, and the chaotic periods, must occur to some degrees, and we know this because of the huge pressure that is on the masses, and they've just been pushed right down with negative energy to make them wake up. So they were kind of pushed right down to their dark nights that they cannot take anymore, so that they awaken at this time. So it's all part of the divine plan, and it had to be done. Many of you are tired, and we wish to enjoy our existence as here as we should have for as long as we're here, and not excluding if we leave. Some of us leave the surface, but with our physical vessels intact, which is guaranteed by the Ascension to go into the other dimensions. So, having said that, everything is going well. The indictments increased to, correct me if this is not correct, but I think it was 68,000 and growing, which is good. And we're seeing much of the truth being revealed. We are also beginning to see part of the mass arrests are occurring. It's no longer fiction. We're seeing some of the mainstream media now starting to put some of it out. So it is coming to fruition, and we are amidst of it. So great, it's beautiful, and the higher we raise, the quicker this stuff happens, right? And we get through it. So yeah, okay. Fix up my hair there a little bit. Yeah. I may have to see if I can hire a makeup artist here for my appearances. No, just joking. I'm me. I don't wear no makeup. Yeah. Anyhow, gatherings coming up. It's looking like what Father in Divinity has given me, that I will be going into the U.S. So we got the gatherings. First stop will most likely be somewhere perhaps around Olympia, Seattle, Washington, somewhere in that area. It's all tentative because I have to take it more so day by day, but we're looking at maybe in that area, maybe 19th, 20th. We'll see what occurs with it. So the gatherings, and at the gatherings, one of the main reasons for having those is is the physical intermingling by each and being in contact. There is so much energy that occurs with that, and so much also codes and gifts that are transferred. And that is the only reason that, well, the most important reason, not the only one, but it's the most important reason why I am having these gatherings as well, that we get together with that. And I do wish, yes, to be a part of it, because yes, I carry a lot of activation codes and everything. And the closer you are, the closer, that we are in physical contact, the much quicker things occur. So, most of the other stuff just do like this, and through the interview sharing the information. But it's most pertinent for all of you as well to intermingle and do what you can, and also meet your new divine comrades in your areas, like your like-minded ones. And because when two or more of you are together, you also raise the vibration around you, and you create the air. You charge it more for the magic to happen, as you know. So that's so important. And also keep connected. Now, if some of you are still going through like lulls, downtime, or what have you, you can get over this discomfort very quickly by keeping connected to the higher ones at that time. So you might be in a lull, but your like-minded comrade could be up. Keep connected to them. Phone call, or even if you're close to them, just meeting them, whatever you can do. And, we assist and keep everyone up. So you don't need to be down in these dumps very long. If you've done all your work, but you become overcome, let's say, by some of the negative surroundings, because your empath abilities have become strengthened, it might hit you that you're kind of unaware what is happening. Well, keep connected to your friends and raise up there quickly. And many of you were pushed down before, probably for the last 2 weeks. You were pushed down for a lot of these final tests for this level, and that's important. But hopefully most of you, when you come up here now, you won't have any more of these severe tests and down shoots, because you're at the levels now that you have your own magic, your own energy, that you can change everything. You are a creator, and you can overcome anything now at these levels to deal with that. You just got to believe in yourself and trust it fully. If you don't believe in it and you focus on, there's negativity coming in, well, you're going to be charging it. You don't do that. You just say, there's negativity. I feel it. No, I'm keeping positive. I'm using my strength, and use all your divine tools to deflect it right away and push it right away and change the polarity of it. If you're in a very dense geographical location, if it becomes kind of unbearable, get out of there if you have to. It's not, you have to protect to the degree your energy from that. And also sometimes if it becomes very dense over here, it's part of your guidance mechanism to guide you to leave there anyway. Don't stay where it's at. Do not resist it. Do not try to keep yourself there. That's important, because if you stay in one of these negative areas, you'll continue to drain yourself if you get down below where your judgment is clouded and you're not using your divine gifts to get out of there. So that's what I suggest with that to anyone in that. Yeah, Sherry Mundy. She says, I've been getting ready 20 years for this. Yes, Sherry, a lot of you were. And hey, we are here and we're doing it. And we are in the most amazing time right now. Finally, Sherry, yes. And I know some of you have been, seeding the timelines for this time for perhaps, even longer than that, 30, 40, maybe even 50 years. But hey, you finally made it, and we're here, and we're doing it. And we don't stop, and let's keep rocking on with it. So it's great. So I try to keep these things short as I can. Um, I just have another thing wrote down here. I will say this too, and this is not to condemn anyone eating meat, but I would like to say that I just read an article again tonight where less and less animals are being killed and that less and less meat is being eaten. So this indicates to me that many are seeing, that they're not to eat meat, so they're doing this individually. But what it means on the higher, from the higher perspective, for me, is that they are advancing, that the DNA is changing within these, and it's more and more. Their bodies are evolving, and internally with this, and turning to the crystalline base from the carbon. And so it's an important gauge for me and a factor when I see that, because it has escalated. And I believe I saw some sort of a poll, a few years ago where it suggested that 33% of Canadians, with a population, I don't know, maybe 30 million now, that it was 33% of them were not eating meat. So that was very important then. I don't know, how much of a credible poll or whatever that was, but I believed it to be true. So again, it's showing and indicating that yes, many of their vessels, your human vessels, are turning to the crystalline, and the rewiring is occurring, and so that is cool, and I love that. So where do we go from here? Well, let's just keep happy and find out and see what we're given. It was comical. I was laying down a bit ago and woke up singing the song Down on the Boardwalk Under the Sea. And then I get up, look at the computer here. It's they changed the screen to Cabos, yeah, Mexico, down on the California Baja Peninsula. And so I said, okay. I said, what are you saying now? And so I went and looked it up, and Cabos apparently on Wikipedia has 81,111 is the population. So we had the Infinity 8 and 1111. So I say, okay, Dad, I'm headed that way. So it's looking like I may get in Cabos as well. So we'll see what takes place. Just sharing, part of that message with you. So cool. So I'll let you go. Love you all, and many things occurring, and may have a video, at any time to keep you updated. But it's all happening, and keep going with it. And I love you all, and peace and love, and let's keep going forward. And gotta stop. Yeah, the gatherings. I gotta go back to that. I just remembered. Thanks, Dad. The gatherings. So I'll be getting in at these gatherings. I'm going to change them a little bit. What we were doing first. I'm going to introduce at the gatherings try to get a little bit more specific into your gifts and how to more so use them as well, and to have a better understanding of the ability of your mind. And that's why I put out that homework, and I winked, you know, get you guys at least thinking about it, right? Because the ESP, you know, we have all these gifts, and some of you just don't have them turned on now, so they're very important. But a lot of these gifts, as you know, is used in some of our divine work. And you know, that's a reason why a lot of you had them in the past, and you know, were interested in the paranormal and these things, because it pertains to this time. And we're going to complement it, and we're going to add perhaps some apps to you with it. So yeah, very important. We may also, I'll see what happens, may also give some instruction at these gatherings for opening portals too, because I'm given that we may need some tertiary and, yeah, I guess secondary attachments made, which you guys can do in certain places to just open a portal to more secure in the 5D grid. We have the 5D grid is intact energetically, but it goes like an umbrella. So we can batten, so the middle of the umbrella, we can batten that down and make it come down more. And what that does, it creates more magic and a stronger magic around the nodules, if you understand what I'm saying. So we can bring it down more intact to change what we need to. So we'll look at that. Also, one other thing, these gatherings may get kind of large very quickly, because also we're coming together. In, you know, the unity at this time is happening so rapidly, with many more awakening that our gatherings, you know, may build. We'll look at this. I kind of feel that even the Seattle area could be a big one yet. I'm feeling that. I don't have a conflict. It can very well be. So, having said that, the game is on, definitely. So, we'll see what takes place. So, love you all. And for those of you around Vancouver area at the Spotted Frog, we're having another gathering Sunday evening at 5:30, I believe, p.m. Check the Real Angels event page, and the instructions or directions for anyone new are there, and also the time and the other particulars. So anyone that will be attending the one on Sunday night, just check the event page out on the Real Angels group here on Facebook, and you'll get your particulars there. Also, we would appreciate also to anyone that is interested in going, that's watching this, to please just hit one of the tabs that say you are going, so that we know again for how many to accommodate. And this one, if you were there before, yeah, go again if you wish. It's for everyone. It's open. So we're doing that. And as always, there's no fees associated with this. Our priority is to get our mission done, assist others, and there's no money involved with that. Hung is graciously providing the facility, so we don't have to pay for being there, which is beautiful, and which is so great. And so, hey, makes it you know, a lot easier to get this done. So cool. So we don't need the money to do it right now. Anyway, we're doing good and everything's provided for. So that is perfect. So that's about it. So again, then peace, a kiss, and I love you all, and have a great night. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. 36.9.